Hello everybody, welcome back to the Lost Odyssey walkthrough. So we are in the cabin, or hut, mountain hut. Let's see here, where are we at here? I think we can head upstairs. I believe I've found everything down here. Yeah. What do we got here? Finally reached the mountain hut. Everyone is worn out. I can barely keep my eyes open long enough to leave these few words. We're going to stay in this hut for a while. A giant monster inhabiting the Ypsilon has appeared. I've only glimpsed its shadow near the peak, but it was enough to make us think twice about going on. I've got a light fever, probably from the rain during the climb. The weather changes so fast up here. I still have my appetite, and I've taken some medicine too. I should be fine after I'm rested. The keeper of these mountains is still on the prowl near the summit. We hear the beat of its giant wings and roars periodically. We should be safe in this hut, but who knows when we will be able to leave. I thought the Ypsilon Mountains were a terrifying place, a nest of monsters, but everything is so beautiful up here. We discovered an exquisitely rare flower today. There isn't much else to do right now. The master of the Ypsilon Mountains finally seems to have moved on. At least we can leave this place. Going to ensure our safety tomorrow and depart. Oh, there's a monster, eh? Well, we'll just see about that. Alright, what's over here? Huh? It looked like there was like a treasure or something. Yeah, it's like a little light behind. Oh, there it is. Pick up. Pick that up. Give me that. Shield obtained. Alright. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. Looks like that's it. Hey, there's a bed here. Let's stay here. Yes, let's rest. Has he got himself a little sin stone?
What is it?
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, I couldn't sleep. Usually exercising inspires people.
Was that all?
Was what? About what?
You know.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
Uh-oh. It's the cops. Jeez. Jeez. Yeah. Flips the cherries on right outside my window. Alright. I think we're good here. Yeah, so that's not a good sign, right? Alright, so as I suspected, the what's his name? Gongaron or whatever. Gorgondork. Does not seem to be a good person, and he may be the one responsible, and I suspect he is the one responsible for suppressing the memories of Seth and Kym. Alright, good morning, Kym. Once we leave here, we'll almost be at the peak. Let's get moving. Let's do that. Oh, okay, I just need to go behind her. Alright, apparently... Black Pearl presented from Gongora. Okay. That's that dork's name. Gongora. Oh! Mana herb. Okay, let's see here. Jeez. Okay.
Well, it's not gonna rain. I know the weather. I have a sense about these things. And the sun's gonna break the 22nd, and you'll be peeling off the clothes. Trust me. Oh, great. It's raining. What'd I say? It's gonna rain.
I mean, that was pretty obvious, right? As soon as he opened up his mouth.
You're dismissed. Oh, Lord Gongora, please wait. Pardon the intrusion. Oh! Gongora, what are you doing? A moment, please.
Oh, that mouse is going to die.
Answer me. The council has placed you under house arrest. Behold.
The dead mouse. Womp, womp, womp. Yeah, there we go. The maid fainted.
What is the meaning of this? There are those who do not wish the monarchy restored to power. But I do not wish it to be restored to power. With all due respect, while some fools completely support our current republic, there are also those who long to restore a powerful monarchy. Regardless of what your highness may desire, our country struggles with two political forces, the past and the present. You must be aware of this. Fortunately, I was able to sense your danger, magic, energy. Even though I am under house arrest, I have power to be harmed. There are many ways I can secretly move from my manor to yours, Your Highness. But if Roxy knew you had been out of your home, you would be subject to even tighter restrictions. I can look after myself. I, however, cannot. Had you not come, I would have ended up like that mouse. You can always rely on me, Your Highness. Thank you, Gongora. Thank you.
Huh. Uh-huh.
We'll have to push him harder. I'll be in touch when the time comes.
Ah, ha, ha. Yeah, okay. Very interesting strategy there to try to take advantage of the prince, who is pretty naive and doesn't recognize that that was all a setup. Let's get let's get it on. All right. Jensen's quickly becoming my second favorite. Seth is obviously my first favorite. All right, let's steal from that jerk. Whoops! I attacked the wrong person. Oh, bad. I don't want to be bad. Jeez. Didn't really want to steal from him that much, but I also didn't want to change the command to attack for the next turn, but I need to stop being lazy. Oof. Alright. Coverage crit attack boost. Seth learns black magic. Let's see if we can learn some more stuff. Factual analysis. Okay, defense. No, oh wow, she's got a long ways to go to learn that. Might have to do that off camera. So I actually really want to be fully. Well, I want to have everything learned before I go to this next. We got a boss battle coming up. Huh. Oh, Klein recalls a memory that was locked deep within his heart. It's dream time, baby. Dream has been revealed. The upstreamers. Strong winds have always blown across this vast grassy plain. Perhaps the area's topography has something to do with it, but direction of the wind remains constant, irrespective of the time or season, from east to west, from the horizon where the sun rises to the horizon where the sun sets. Swept by the unceasing winds, the misshapen trunks and branches of shrubs all incline to the west. Tall grasses do not grow here, and the grasses that do grow all lie flat on the ground, bending westward. Caravans and herding folk traverse the single road that crosses the plain. They do not come and go, they only go, moving from east to west, using the wind at their backs to gain distance. Travelers heading west to east always use the circuitous route that snakes around the southern mountains. It is much farther that way, but much faster than crossing the plain head-on into the wind. The road across the plain is called the wind stream, just as the flow of a great river never changes direction. The footsteps of those who use the road have not changed direction since the distant past, nor are they likely to change far into the distant future. from east to west. Human shapes that appear from the horizon where the sun rises disappear over the horizon where the sun sets. They never pass oncoming travelers, with only the rarest exceptions. Whoosh. The first time she passed Kime on the wind stream, the girl was just an infant. So, was my grandmother alive then? In response to the girl's untroubled question, Kime smiles and answers, "She was, and I remember what a nice old lady she was, too." Looking back down the road, the girl points toward the line of hills fading off into the distance. My grandmother crossed 7 hills on her journey. Is 7 a lot? Uh-huh. Grandma lived a long time. Most people end their journeys after 5 hills, and people they leave behind build a little grave where they ended their journey, and then they keep traveling. The girl points down at the ground where she is standing. "This is as far as I've come," she says with a proud, happy smile. The religion of the girl and her family professes a pious belief that if they devote their lives to walking eastward against the flow of the wind stream, they will arrive at the easternmost source of the stream itself. People call believers in that religion the upstreamers. The word carries a hint of fear and sadness, but also a trace of contempt and scorn. The upstreamers are devoid of worldly desires. They live their lives for no greater purpose than traveling eastward on foot. They are free of doubt, they give birth to children en route, and they continue their journey while raising their children. When they age and their strength gives out, their journey ends, but their family's journey continues. From child to grandchild to great-grandchild, their belief is carried on. The journey of this girl's family was begun by her late grandmother, who began walking from the windstream's western verge with her son, who was then the age the girl is now. The upstreamers do not walk for the entire year, of course. During the season when the winds are especially strong, from late autumn to early spring, they take up residence in various post towns scattered along the road and earn day wages by performing tasks that the townsfolk themselves refuse to do. Some upstreamers choose to stay in the towns, while others, conversely, take townspeople with them when they return to the road in the spring. These are people with whom they have fallen in love during the long winter, or boys who dream of travel, or grown-ups who have tired of town life. Such are the reasons the townsfolk look upon the upstreamers with complicated gazes. The little girl's mother was one of those who joined the journey midway, and the girl herself, some years from now, might fall in love with someone in a post town somewhere. She might choose to live in the town, or she could just as well invite her lover to join her on the road. She has no idea at this point what lies in store for her. The girl's father calls out to her, "Time to go!" Their brief rest is over. She seems sorry to leave and stands up reluctantly. "Too bad," she says. "I wish I could have talked with you more. We have to get to the next town by the time the snows start." Constantly exposed to headwinds, her cheeks are red and cracked, her lips chapped, but her smile is wondrous as she wishes Kime a safe journey. It is the serene smile of one who believes completely in the purpose of her life without the slightest doubt. "Will I see you again somewhere?" she asks. "Probably," Kime answers, smiling back at her, but he can never match that smile of hers. He is now in the midst of a journey that will take him beyond the western end of the windstream. He heads to the battlefield as a mercenary, and by the time the western battle is over, a new battle will have begun in the east. It will be a long, cruel journey with nothing to believe in. When he meets the girl again along the way, Kime's smile will have taken on even more shadows than it has now. Perhaps as a parting gift of sorts, the girl sings a few short lines for him. This wind, where does it blow from? Where does it start its journey here? Does it come from where life begins, or does it begin where life ends? Goodbye, then, the girl says, trudging on, one labored step at a time, hair streaming in the headwind. 10 long years have flowed by when Kime next meets the girl. It is spring. when the grassland is dotted with lovely white flowers, she has become the wife of a young man who does tailoring and shoe repair in one of the post towns. This is my third spring here, she says, patting her swollen belly fondly. In a few days she will give birth to a child. She will become a mother. And your parents, Kym asks? She shrugs and glances eastward. They are continuing their journey. I'm the only one who stayed on here. Kym does not ask why she has done this. Continuing the journey is one way to live, and staying in a town is another. Neither can be judged to be more correct than the other. The only answer for the girl can be seen in her smiling face. But never mind about me, she says, looking at him suspiciously. You haven't changed one little bit from the time we met so long ago. For the 1,000-year-old Kym, 10 years is nothing but a change in season. Some lives are like that, he says, straining to smile. Some people in this world can never grow old, no matter how long they live. He looks at the girl, now grown into a woman, and wonders again, living through endless ages of time, is it a blessing or a curse? Kym's remark hardly counts as an explanation, but the girl nods with a lack of apparent understanding. If that's the case, she says, you should be the one who goes to the place where the wind begins. You'd be the perfect upstreamer. She could be right after all. The lifespan given to humans is far too short for anyone to travel against the flow of the wind stream as far as the starting point of the wind. Still, Kym responds with a few slow shakes of his head. I'm not qualified to make the journey. No? Anybody can be an upstreamer. Anybody, that is, who wants to see where the wind starts with his or her own eyes. Having said this, however, the girl adds with a touch of sadness, no one has actually seen it, though, I guess. The place where the wind begins, that place is nowhere at all, even if, after a long journey, one were to arrive at the eastern end of the wind stream. The wind would be blowing there, too, and not just an east wind. West wind, north wind, south wind, winds without limit, without end. Human beings who cannot live forever, daring to take a journey without end. This might be the ultimate tragedy, but it could just as well be the ultimate comedy. Kym knows one thing, however. One cannot simply dismiss it as an exercise in futility. How about you? He asks the girl. Aren't you going to continue your journey soon? She thinks about this for the space of a breath, and caressing her swollen belly, she cocks her head and says, I wonder. I might want to go on living the way I am now forever, or then I might feel that desire to reach the starting point of the wind. All the upstreamers without exception say that you can never know what might trigger a return to the journey. One day, without warning, you slough off the entire town life and start walking. It is not always a matter of running into an upstreamer and being lured back to the road. Plenty of people set out on their own all of a sudden. The teaching of the upstreamers say that all human beings harbor a desire for endless travel. They probably are not aware of the desire because it is stashed away so far down in the breast that it is deeper than memory. The instant someone brings it to the surface, a person becomes an upstreamer. Even you have the desire, the girl says to Kym. I wonder. It's true, she says. No question. The look in her eyes is as straight on and free of doubt as it was the last time he met her. Fixing him with that look, she points to her own chest. I haven't completely lost it myself. But I'm sure you're happy with your present life? Of course I am. Do you really think the day will come when you will want to set out on the journey, even if it means giving up that happiness? Instead of answering, she gives him a gentle smile. Many years flow by, but even now and then, something reminds Kym of the girl's words, that everyone harbors a desire for endless travel. For Kym, living itself is a journey without end. In the course of his journey, he has witnessed countless deaths, and he's also witnessed countless births. Human life is all too short, too weak and fleeting, yet the more he dwells upon its evanescence, the more he feels inexplicably that words such as eternal and perpetual apply more properly to life, finite as it is, than to anything else. Traveling down the windstream for the first time in many years, Kym spies the funeral of an upstreamer. A young boy in mourning dress stands by the road, holding out wild flowers to passing travelers and urging them to offer up a flower to a noble soul who has made the long journey this far. Kime takes a flower and asks the boy, "Is it a member of your family?" "Uh-huh, my grandma." The boy nods, his face the image of one Kime knew so long ago. The old woman lying in her coffin must be the girl. Kime is sure of it. Grandma traveled a long, long time. She brought my daddy with her when he was just a little boy. See that hill over there? She started walking from that way, way beyond it, and she got all the way here. So the girl must have set out on her journey after all. Turning her back on the town life, leading her child by the hand, she trod her way along the endless journey. Her wish to aim for the place where the wind begins would be passed on to her child, her grandchild, and on through succeeding generations. To head for a land one could never hope to reach, and to do so generation after generation, this is another endless journey. Is it a tragedy? A comedy? Perhaps the serene smile on the face of the old woman in the coffin is the answer. Kime lies the flower at her feet as an offering. The family members who have traveled with her join together in a song for the departed. This wind, where does it blow from? Where does it start its journey here? Does it come from where life begins, or does it begin where life ends? The wind blows. It sweeps across the vast grassland. Kime takes one long, slow step toward its destination. "Have a good trip," calls the boy. Red and cracked as the girls were so long ago, his cheeks soften in a smile as he waves to the departing traveler. End. Okay. Where are we at here? Excuse me. So, you need to be on the lookout for some rock piles. Although, it's going to be tough to see them in all this rain. Boom. There's a battle. Let's get it on. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get it on. Oh, perfect! Oh, they're in the back row. Whoops. I wasn't paying attention. Rapid descent. Boom! Okay, well, those guys actually do more damage than I thought they did. I mean, obviously they don't always do it, though. Yeah, I need to pay more attention to the rows, I guess. Why is Seth's targeting ring so much different than the guys? Whoa, bad. Bad man. Medicine, quality iron sand. Kime learned factual analysis. Very cool stuff. Yeah, here we go. HP and status of enemies? Yeah, why not? Man, I've got so long to go yet. Oh, Killer Machine does give you a... Oh, maybe that's why. Is it because of her ring? Is it because of this? That she's got such a larger targeting ring? Oh, here's a rock pile. Healing medicine. Chunk. Angel's plume. Well, so much for the rain. You got it. Oh, look at all these guys. Poor little fellers falling over. Oh, yeah. Ooh, another perfect. Nailing them. Okay. Seth earned factual analysis. Oh, because I have... Why was theirs off, though? Why didn't they learn it at the same time? 5 out of 5. Okay. So we're done. Done learning from Jensen. Alright. Okay, so here's the peak, and got a little cutscene, I guess. What? Turn around?
Whoa, what is that?
Grandstand.
Oh, that grandstand.
That light has got to be magic energy. The staff must be leaking.
I've seen that. I've seen that somewhere.
Seen it? Where? Or maybe your memory's coming back. No. Maybe what you've forgotten you're remembering. What? Well, excuse me for helping. You are such a pain. Okay, fine. Look at the view. I'm gonna go ahead and fix everything. You just talk amongst yourselves.
You really seen this before?
What do you mean by that?
Just what I said. Do you feel like you've seen this before?
What's with you?
Just trying to be a friend.
Don't look at me like that again.
But I thought you... Forget it.
Hey. All right, come on, you two. I thought we were in the run. What the heck?
Hi all. All right. It is tough being so popular. We've got our first, I think, actually really challenging boss fight here. So, I have over-leveled quite, well, not over-leveled, but I've leveled a bit, so I'm at 15, and I'm not going to lie, I've tried this a couple of times already, and it didn't go well. This boss can be really freaking cheap. It has an ability called Downburst, and that can really mess you up, so be aware. I'm going to cast Shield a couple of times here. I think everybody should be immune to poison. Got Kym and Seth both equipped with the anti-poison ability. So that should be good. Let's do another shield on Seth here. And I think I'm gonna defend with her the whole time. I'm gonna try to steal. It's probably stupid. Alright, so let's attack. I just can't remember if, like, if you can steal and get an item to drop at the same time. I think you can't, but I wanted to test that out. Slot seed, alright. Okay, now the real full fun can begin. And I'm gonna start nuking him with flares. There's Downburst. Alright, so this is the ability that's just gonna wreck. This really freaking hurts. But yeah, nuked my defense by quite a bit. Oof. I've got Seth equipped, by the way, with an ability that restores some of your, like, your guard up there. What is that called? Guard something. Guard power? Whatever. And every time she uses the defend command. And then I don't remember if I've got the defend heal. Yeah, I do have defend heal on her as well. So that helps her keep her health up at least a little bit. Not like it doesn't do that much, but it helps a little. Alright, I'm gonna go back to attacking. I think I'm getting him kind of close to death. Yeah, get it. Actually need him to stop attacking Jansen and attack like Kym instead, but it's looking like he's not gonna do that. Oh, he's slouching. Alright. I'm gonna go full on attack. Perfect. Boom. There we go. So I got pretty lucky there that he didn't use Downburst more than once. One of my attempts, he did a Downburst 2 times in a row, and that was just it. Like, it just completely wiped out my entire party. There was no way to, because there's no way to heal that much damage in between. So, yeah, so that was not so great. But there we have it. So no items found. So it does appear that once you've stolen an item from an enemy, that you know, that's it. There's no it's not going to drop one after that. So good to know. Pointless to steal from that boss, at least specifically.
We did it.
How can you be so comfortable? I almost got eaten alive.
I think it'd be an improvement if you got eaten a little. You'd talk less.
Hurry up. I thought we were in a hurry.
I think we are in a hurry. Let's save here, and we'll call it on this video. All right, as always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thank you for watching.